What's going on, guys? I'm Cameron,
Jordan,
and we're AttackOnAnime, here to bring you Fairy Tail Chapter 486 review. This chapter was really good, and it raises a lot of questions, especially concerning Lady Eileen's power level, because she's pretty much claiming that she has a power that can take on Acnologia.
and there's a few indiscrepancies with that. First of all, August is known as the mage who knows all magic, and some refer to him as the strongest mage in history, but he's also known as the strongest male mage. Now, we know Eileen is the strongest female mage, but even August himself backed down when Acnologia took out God Serena. So there's two things with that theory I'm a little bit concerned with. It's one, maybe God Serena wasn't as strong as we thought he was, and maybe he's one of the weaker Spriggan. Or two, Eileen has some crazy magic that we just don't know about that, it even surprised Zara. So I'm just trying to figure out where her power level lies now, because if she feels that she could take on Acnologia, and August was known as the strongest mage, and he even backed down, they got Fairy Tail. Hero has some explaining to do.
Yeah, what I feel like is gonna happen with that, I feel like she's gonna have some powerful stealing magic, because she was setting up a giant circle that was like a trap. So essentially she has to lure Acnologia into this circle. But my question really is, how are you gonna attract Acnologia? Is she just standing in his path, waiting for him to come after some Dragon Slayers, or does she have a plan to lure him towards her?
And I like the fact that awesomeness is there. We know that why Acnologia is going to the battlefield, because you have Cobra, which we said Cobra was going to come up and join Godzilla.
We definitely called that last week. But yeah, I'm so glad Cobra's here, because I've been waiting to see Cobra go dead in for a while, and we haven't seen it for a good minute. So I'm ready to see all of awesomeness cut loose.
Exactly. And Godzilla versus the Reaper. This fight is going to be very good. First of all, Godzilla is the only one who can really fight this man effectively. His lungs are made of metal, and we know that the Reaper, his whole body is made of these poisonous magical particles. Inhale any of his magic particles and it gets into your lung, you're gonna die. You're gonna end up like Laxus, and we see how messed up he was. But even worse, your death would be imminent.
But we've seen Godzilla take on poison before, so it's no surprise that he's fighting this guy and is able to take him on. And I love how Levy is just stepping up. She is on that Hinata status right now. She realizes that she stands no chance against this guy, but she's still willing to go in there and help Godzilla, because that is the person that she's in love with.
Exactly, and I think that's dope that you get this duo nowadays. It seems like Fairy Tail is focusing more on duo. We've seen the Sky Twins team up against the other Spriggan. We've seen Erza have help with the Sand Spriggan. They did a whole team fusion on that guy.
It took half of Fairy Tail for them to take him out.
And we've seen Erza and Neinhardt, Jalal and Kaguya and Erza team up against Neinhardt. But Laxus is the only one who really soloed a Spriggan so far. And Natsu. Natsu even had
Natsu had Lucy
help him. So it's Laxus is really the only one. That's why Laxus is so great, man. That's why he's the greatest. He's the best Dragon Slayer to me. He's my favorite, but that's a whole different conversation.
But yeah, I love also about this chapter seeing Brandish's more playful side, how she made Happy huge, she made Natsu's head big, she started to make Lucy's breast just grow just to mess with her, just because she just loves seeing Lucy's reactions. And then it's all cut off when they feel August's immense magical power. So this guy, even Natsu is just I'm fired up. Natsu got excited as soon as he felt that magical presence. So I hope next chapter we definitely get to see the start of those negotiations, because I can't wait to see what Brandish thinks she can say to August to calm him down, essentially.
So right now we have so much going on in Fairy Tail, it's a lot to comprehend, so allow me to break it down for you. So first we have August versus Team Natsu. We have Eileen versus Acnologia, which is crazy because I don't know how she thinks she's gonna defeat this over Titan. This man soloed the entire Fairy Tail and beat Guildarts and made August worry. So I don't know what Eileen has planned, but it has to be something very powerful. We have Kana and Mavis still going on doing whatever they're doing with Fairy Glitter and Fairy Heart and all that stuff. We have awesomeness just joined the battlefield, which is going to be interesting. We have Levy and Godzilla versus the Reaper. We have Zeref on the move. We know what he's doing. And last but not least, we have the famous disappearing magician Guildarts, because he is still nowhere to be found.
Oh my God, it's unacceptable by this point. Like, even awesomeness is showing up. The former Dark Guild is showing up before Guild Arts. Like, that's just blasphemy in itself.
Exactly. And you know what? I predicted this in one of the early videos. I had a feeling Acnologia was going to take out one of the Spriggan. Because we were wondering how, like, they're going to defeat August. Well, I thought, honestly, he was going to fight August. But, I mean,
yeah.
Eileen came into the picture. But that might be how they kind of somewhat weaken the Spriggan force. Because, honestly, realistically, there's no way that Fairy Tail should be able to take out Eileen and August based on them alone. I mean, there's enough trying to deal with Zareth, too. But what if the Alvarez Empire and Fairy Tail teamed up to fight Acnologia for the time being, and then after they defeated him, then they came back and like continued the war?
I could see that happening if Acnologia turns into his dragon form, because they'll be like, alright, the enemy of my enemy is my friend at this moment until we finish him off. So if that does happen, that will make for one badass fight scene.
Because even Eileen said it, like in the 4 guests that were coming, she said you already took out the first guest, which were Pegasus and the Tigers. The second were the Fairies. The third one was to be troublesome, which I presume it was awesomeness.
Yeah.
And the fourth one we know is Acnologia. She described him as neither friend nor foe. So they might come together and see, hey, this is an unstoppable enemy. I mean, we're all gonna die if you don't. I mean, you're gonna die by us eventually, but you have a better chance fighting me than you have that dragon.
Yeah, but let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. But until next time, guys, peace.
Deuces.